Hey guys, Dean Gearhart here, coming at you with another video, episode 11, my 1961 Topps partial baseball set. I'm down to needing 58 more cards, and there's a couple replacements that I want to do as well, but for the most part, I've been trying to build this set in X to near mint. Been working on this set for a few years now. I hit it pretty hard right after I'd finished off the 1960s set. This set's a little tricky. It's tough to get these guys well centered. Again, printing presses and quality control and those kinds of things weren't of top priority back in those days. For baseball cards, but I try as best I can to get them as well centered as possible and as sharp as possible. I don't believe there are any variations, at least none that come to mind off the top of my head. So I think it's pretty much cut and dry with this set. There are I think there might be a couple card numbers missing, and I do know that the I think it's the Braves card number does not match up with in sequential order. It's there's two card numbers the same, but two different cards, so that there's another card number technically missing. I did manage to pick some of these up at the Nationals this past week. I can show you them real quick. I picked up a nice 60 World Series Mickey Mantle. But that was a good price. Nice condition card. And then I got an LK line. And no, I did not pay the price that is marked on these. So everybody was giving good discounts, good deals, and we get into the high numbers here. Out of those 58 or so cards I need, the majority of them are the high numbers. I also need the Willie Mays, the Juan Marichal, and the Mickey Mantle, of course. But I picked up, these are like the cheaper high numbers as far as the sporting news section goes. So I just went ahead and knocked these out. Also, I was looking to pick up a Frank Robinson, and I had my eye on one, and I was walking around the show, and apparently my pocket, I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, not only did it do a buy it now, it also paid for it somehow. All in my pocket. I ended up getting a Frank Robinson. This would not normally be one that I would buy for this set. This would definitely need to be upgraded, but because my pocket ended up buying it at that time, I didn't have a lock code on my phone, but since then my wife has put one on for me. So I don't buy any more cards, because this has happened to me before, but I didn't buy a baseball card before. I bought a dog collar before, somehow, with my pocket, and another card I bought that I wasn't meaning to buy, but because it was Frank Robinson, I didn't contact the seller. I just left it go, and then it came in today. It's a VG, some corner wear, so I'll keep it as a filler for now. I don't typically buy fillers because I'd just rather buy the card that I want to get, but and then eventually I'll flip this, maybe make my money back, I don't know, but for now it'll be a filler. I always carry a list with me of the ones I do want to replace. Something like this here. I'd like to replace. If there's a lot of these scratch and snowing, frosting, whatever you want to call it. If I can get one without the print dots. So there's a couple here and there that I do want to replace. A lot of people don't seem to like this set. This is actually one of my favorites. It's kind of grown on me. Mainly because of trying to get them well centered. It's been quite a challenge. And the fact that the high numbers are a lot more expensive for this set, because a lot of the high numbers are these sporting news, like the Hank Aaron. There's a Sam Musial. All the Hall of Famers you can think of, they're in that sporting news section, and they're just really expensive. And then you've got just some high number guys that, for whatever reason, they carry more of a premium, that are not Hall of Famers. I'm guessing they're just harder to come by in great condition. I'm not sure. There's Carl Yastrzemski's second-year card. That's a nice one. Like I said, the majority of the cards I still do need are the Hall of Famers. That's where the mantle will go, right there. Let me just get back to what high numbers I do have. They start around card, I want to say 523, Joe Gibbons. That's where they start. They'd start right here, and you can see I don't have a lot of them. The Roger Craig is pretty expensive. I think the Hoyt Wilhelm is pretty expensive too. Let me see who else is there. The Pirates team card's kind of expensive. I know the Twins card is up there in price. There is a Mickey Mantle in there that's the sporting news. It's pretty expensive. The Roger Maris, Ernie Banks, all those guys are really, really high price. So every one of these were available at the show, but got to kind of spread the money around. So that's why I just picked them up here and there. That's about where I'm at with these. And these guys will fill in on here. The other thing about this set, to me, that's a little annoying, some of the cards you'll see the numbers opposite corners. It's just the way they printed them. That can be annoying, like the 54 set. But there's nothing you can do. They never went back and corrected it, so just kind of live with it. I don't know if that's like that throughout all of them, but like you can see here, they're totally the opposite corners on these league leaders. I think there's a total of 5 Mickey Mantles for this set, if you count the league leaders. Right there's this one, Mickey Mantle there. You got his regular issue card. You have a MVP card. Let me skip to those. You have the home run card, and then you have the sporting news card as well. So that can make this, yeah, right there. That's the other Mickey Mantle I have. So that can make this set pretty pricey to put together in really nice condition. With having 5 Mickey Mantles plus the team card, so that would be 6 if I'm adding up right here. So you got 6 potential Mickey Mantles for this set. So if you're up for a challenge, this would definitely be one to go after. Here's that Braves card I was talking about. It's marked number 463, and it should have been 426. So 420, 463. So if you turn to 463, there's another card there marked 463, and that's the Jack Fisher. So yeah, if you're building the set and you're making a list, if you handwrite the list or whatever, you have to make a note of that. Otherwise, you will be missing a card. So, well, that's all for this episode. Talk to you again soon. Thanks.